Dalším bodem programu se trošku posuneme do jiné oblasti a bude to do oblasti možnosti vytvářet vlastní Street View. A o této možnosti a o řešení mozaik nám něco víc řeknou paní Lynn Puco a Jeffrey Martin z firmy Unirmy.
Dobré ráno, já jsem Lynn a on je Jeffrey Martin. A pracujeme pro naše firma, je česká firma, jmenuje se Mosaic, ale jasně nemluvím česky moc dobře, takže budu mluvit anglicky. Clicker? Yeah. So what you are looking at here for the next minute or so are our camera systems. These are 360-degree mobile mapping camera systems that are currently used by our customers all over the world and used on a variety of vehicles. But in the meantime, while you're enjoying that, Jeffrey, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, já taky mluvím španělsky, tak je to lepší, když mluvím anglicky. We are Mosaic. We are a Czech company. I've lived here for 20 years, and we are a company of about 25 people based in Smíchov. We build these cameras. They are designed, prototyped, and manufactured right here in the Czech Republic, in Prague, and Vysoké Mýto is our manufacturing facility. As Lynn said, we have shipped our cameras to over 40 countries worldwide. We've been shipping these cameras since 2020, so by now they're quite mature, stable products that have been thoroughly field tested in a number of different environments, including places with very extreme temperatures and conditions of roads, like Ivory Coast, other African countries, Colombia, Middle East, India, places where it's very hot and dusty and so on. We've had almost no failures of our hardware in all of these places. The hardware works extremely well, and we're very proud of that fact, because that is not the case with other products on the market.
So why are we here today? As we mentioned, our cameras capture street view imagery, and our customers are using these for a variety of use cases, but mainly they come to us because they need to have a full insight into all of their infrastructure, whether it's roads, electrical grids, utility networks, city planning, anything that they need to be able to visualize their street view assets at large scale. And previously, they might have been outsourcing this servicing or buying data itself, which can be, quite costly. Or if they're using anything publicly sourced, then maybe there's like gaps in those in that data itself. And so being able to have the power and freedom to collect the data that they need of their networks and their grids allows them to ensure that they have all of the insights that they need to make the proper decisions moving forward. We are now currently Esri partners. And one of the reasons that we decided to make this move was that someone near and dear to our heart who works for Esri told me, he said, Lynn, you guys produce core hardware and we produce core software, and together we can add value to our customers. And if you're talking about quality of data, so we make cameras, and cameras can be thought about producing obviously high resolution and high accuracy, and also being able to capture at your desired frequency, whether it's in terms of every 5 meters, every 7 meters, or week after week, month after month, or year after year, you're able to then have that historical database of insights into your infrastructure to be able to see the change over time and to predict changes and make decisions for the future. So last summer when I was home, some of my nieces and nephews are asking me, Teto, co děláš? Probably not in Czech, but you get the idea. And this is actually a question I get very often when I tell people what it is that I do. And they say, like, why can't we just go to Google Street View or Mapillary or MapECZ and view the Street View data there? And I'm going to just walk you through a little example that I showed them by using their houses, looking up their houses on these different platforms and seeing the various either like how old these images were, or if they were even visible on the maps or not. So I think most of you guys probably recognize this intersection here. Anyone want to tell me where it is? No? This is the dancing house here in Prague. And so if we view it on a few different platforms, we're going to see some different things. So on Google, fairly up to date. But as we all know, probably you cannot actually access the data. It's not actionable. So therefore you can't derive insights from it, and you can't run any algorithms on it. And so it's nice and it's pretty, but you know, it's not your data that you can use when you want.
So this is from mappy.cz. This was captured by a company called Cyclomedia. This is also data that you don't own. If you would hire this company to do data collection, it is their data, not yours. You can rent it from them. It's a fairly aggressive business model that doesn't really align well with the interests of the end users. The quality of the data is pretty good. The data is captured at about, I think, once every 5 meters, so there's a limited kind of spatial value that you can extract from that density of data. As you can see, this sign is standing up, and then if you go to the next one, you can see the sign has fallen down. So this is, you know, this kind of stuff that you can discover if you capture data on a regular basis. Of course, it's easier to automatically extract differences in the imagery. Mapillary is an interesting platform. We've known them for many years. They were bought by Facebook a few years ago, but the platform still exists and is, I would say, extremely relevant for certain types of users. Kind of the deal with the devil is with Facebook that you upload your data to them and then they extract whatever they want out of the data, and you can host it for free. You can get all of the labeled data for free. You can download a CSV with the locations of the labeled data for free. This can often cost a lot of money, and for people who don't care or might actually be required to make the data public. So like there are certain municipalities that, you know, are required to make their data public. This is an incredible deal because you don't have to build your own platform or anything. It's all there. The platform works really well. It extracts like 150 different categories of objects, some of them extremely well, some of them less well. For example, if you want to find all the garbage cans, well, garbage cans are you know, very subjective type of thing, and I think any segmentation software will have trouble with that. But with other types of objects, it works really, really well. On the platform itself, most of the data is like from dash cams or other kind of flat cameras, so it is, I would say, extremely low quality data, but you know, the quantity has a quality of its own. That is sort of the thesis of Mapillary. As far as our products go, we have a few different products and a few different kind of pricing categories. So our most affordable product is called the Mosaic 51. This is 72 megapixels camera that is primarily for making 360-degree imagery. We do have customers who use it with LiDAR and with other sensors, but in general, it is best suited if you want to make only 360-degree images because it has a rolling shutter sensor, so it is of limited value in terms of extracting geometry and doing 3D reconstruction. The Mosaic X is our best-selling device. It has global shutter sensors. The optics and image sensors are extremely well matched, so it captures 72 megapixels of extremely good pixels. They are all like good pixels that are very, very suitable for doing 3D reconstruction, either with or without LiDAR. The Mosaic Explorer and Meridian pair the sensors from the Mosaic X with a LiDAR device. In the case of the Explorer, it is the LiveVox Mid 360, which is a very, very cheap LiDAR, but it is extremely good at getting about 5 centimeter level of accuracy and for scanning certain types of assets, buildings, interiors, and other places where cars can't go. It is a great fit. The Meridian uses a Hesai XT32 M2X LiDAR, which gives a 1 centimeter accuracy. And this is a extremely well-performing and well-priced full mobile mapping system. So if you want to do like, city scale or country scale data collections, combining LiDAR point clouds with textured mesh that can be created with or without the LiDAR point cloud, this is an extremely good device, and we're getting very good response from that in the market. The LiDAR is with an INS from Inertial Labs, which is an American IMU company, paired with a Novatel GNSS. So it's all like very high-end stuff without breaking the bank with a $1 million device from Leica or Trimble, which in our opinion is a complete overkill for almost everybody. We also make the Mosaic Viking, which is sort of an extreme resolution camera system, but I won't get into that right now.
So I think Jeffrey was the original spearhead of this company and the Mosaic 51. So Jeffrey, if you could maybe tell us exactly why you decided to build the cameras as you built them.
So I think behind our products, we have a general idea that if you buy a device, whether it's a computing device or a camera device, it should be yours, it should belong to you, and whatever it does should also belong to you. So our cameras create just, normal data, which can be accessible and used by any application. It's not locked down to us. We do provide software and workflows that you can use, but we don't force you to use them. We want everything to be, easy for the user. We want to do a training session that takes less than 1 hour. Our customers should be able to learn how to use our device in 15 minutes. There are devices like Regal, which have, extraordinary levels of performance, but they also require, a very, very extreme level of technical ability to even operate. We're trying to go in the other direction and have something that's, anybody can
even
use.
a woman can operate, right? That you're saying?
Yes.
So he likes to tell me that. So again, where this fits in. So we produce these amazing cameras, as I said, right here with all of our wonderful Czech engineers. And then this allows our customers to capture when they want, as often as they want. And then through processing, you can get that into oriented imagery into your GIS account. And then we're going to show you some examples of what that looks like. So basically, anything that can handle the oriented imagery catalog, you can get data, 360 data into your ArcGIS account. And you can also work with Esri partners such as Aerialsphere, Mapillary, and Nodology to also view your data within your accounts. So I think the first one, okay, this is through the Instant App Builder. And this is a customer of ours in Orlando. They were capturing data for the city of Orlando, who needed to be able to share street view imagery of the entire city for some urban planning and beautification projects. And so this is just one way they're able to capture the data and view it and share it with anyone outside of their company. Aerialsphere is another Esri partner. And again, similarly, they are able to share imagery. So whether it's actually from aerial, drone, 360, street view, and with some drag and drop features, they can very quickly process the data and get it viewed within your ArcGIS account as well. And I think this is Mapillary also has an API. And this is actually data that Jeffrey captured in Terrazine. This is Terrazine, right? I think, and then uploaded to Mapillary, and they have an API that works with ArcGIS, and so you're able to view your data alongside your other feature layers, and also bring in any extracted features too that you use with that you can extract from Mapillary.
I would add, for those who find it interesting, the data that you publish on Mapillary, it's not only like sucked up by Facebook and used against you or something, it's like Creative Commons, so other people can use it, and you're contributing to OpenStreetMap, which is, I think, the reason Facebook bought it in the first place. So you're part of the general public contribution to OpenStreetMap when you put your data on Mapillary, and you get everything out of it for free. So I think, yeah, for a lot of people, that's good.
And I think this is our final third-party solution. So this is Nodology, which has a widget that works with, I think, the Experience Builder. And again, it's just another way that you can get your data into your ArcGIS account and view it and share it with anyone internally or externally. The data itself was collected by one of our customers in Florida right after Hurricane Ian, which hit 2 years ago. This customer in particular, they had literally just gotten the camera that week of the hurricane. They had not used it at all. And within a few days, they had it on their vehicle capturing data, and they got a workflow in place that they could capture, process, and then share with through a viewer with the authorities, including FEMA. And through that data, they were able to know where to send aid and resources immediately within 24 hours of data capture. And so this was paramount for helping the local communities to be able to open up roads, to be able to bring supplies, or send workers to be able to clear certain places. So super important. And then this is, I think, the same customer. This is now data from Hurricane Helene, which just hit Florida last month. And similarly, they did the same workflow. Again, driving all day, process overnight, display the next day to the necessary authorities.
So you can see just what you're looking at is the exact same view before and after, in case that wasn't clear. It's really, really interesting, I think. So,
yeah.
Sorry.
No, thank you. That was actually, I forgot to mention that. So this is, like I said, talking about the temporal aspect of the quality of data, right? Is that you need to be able to see like how things are changing over time. And so they were able to pull in data from before the hurricane and then after the hurricane, and then know like what was the actual impact of it. And this is also used for things like the tax authority to be able to know, or tax assessors to be able to know, what damage was inflicted because of certain disasters. This customer has also been capturing data after the fires in Lahaina in Hawaii, and some tornadoes and flooding throughout all of Southeast US. And additionally, due to like the high quality of the data itself, it's also apt for running asset identification and segmentation of images or of assets within the imagery. So we're working with several different platforms that specialize in that, and we've had very good feedback about the quality of that data. And this is Jeffrey's little pet projects that he wanted to talk about, and we have 15 seconds. Go.
Yeah, so we have done obviously tons of testing of data collection in Prague, and rather than letting it just sit on our hard drive unused, although it does have value and could be licensed or sold, we've decided to make it all available under a Creative Commons non-commercial share-alike license, which means you can take it. There's over 1 million images taken every meter with a very, very high accuracy RTK device. You can do photogrammetry, 3D reconstruction, asset detection. You can build an AI, whatever it is, as long as you adhere to our non-commercial share-alike Creative Commons license. Do whatever you want with it. It is the entire center of Prague, pretty much, including all of the dead-end streets. It's very dense. It's a one-of-a-kind data set. And just find us, contact us on our website, and we can connect you to the Discord server where we have links to download the data and have fun with it, and we can build something cool together. So that's all. Thank you.
I think we're out of time, but if you have any questions, you can find me afterwards or find us on our website, mosaic51.com. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Takže děkuji za přenos do trochu jiné oblasti.